That wasn't a physical thing? You thought that was a spiritual cow? I mean, did that cow say, I got a word from God, eat chicken? Eat chicken? No. That was a physical cow. Right? You live in an economic world. Not going to allow the devil to take what is rightfully mine. Why? Because I must be a witness to you and a witness to those who have went before me. And when I stand before God and my record is read aloud, there'll be some good things in it. You see what I'm saying? So I preached out of Hebrews today, just a few words, and continued the Apostle Paul's messages. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And when you understand that, the power of God's way, it's amazing what God will do for you. I want you so blessed, because it's not a money thing. This is my last closing. Wealth is so easy to get. You can't make it here in America, you ain't gonna make it anywhere else. It's so simple, my God, don't complicate it. That whole thing out there is based on faith and fear. This whole Southwest Believers Convention is dealing with faith in every one of these speakers in one way, shape, or form. The guy that's selling the stock, believe it's going down. The guy that's buying the stock, believe it's going up. All kinds, it's faith and fear, fear and faith, faith and fear. Lord, my Lord, pray and ask God what He have you do. You don't have to be in the environment on Wall Street. That's not the issue. It's more important to hear God's voice outside the church instead of inside the church. Because the wealth of the sinner is outside the church. And then when that happens, allow God, if you obey God, God don't mind you living in a nice home, nice car, but He don't care about that. God don't care what kind of car you drive or what kind of house you live in. Church world does. I mean, the secular world does. But He don't care. Because on your best day, you can't impress God with your wealth. He's got gold streets. You got asphalt. The concrete. You understand? What happens is when these things come, you're not defined by it. You're defined by the character Christ in you. Then you're able to be the blessing God wants you to be. And He don't mind. I'll say it, I live in one fabulous house. Am I right, sweetheart? You work for me. I don't mean that private. I'm telling you one thing, son. You walk in my house, your chin will hit your chest. I'm not bragging on that. Why? I've heard Kathy tell Jessica live in a treehouse. I don't care. He ain't got anything to do with that. And the only reason why I built that place is because God told me to. He said, I'm going to use it to provoke people. I said, what I see is for you to say, they can't see you, they see me. He said, so what do they see? What are you going to say? I said, it's He that gave me power. I will not make no excuses. I don't mean like Christ. I'm no better than you. I was raised up in trailers. They call us trailer trash. Anybody ever call that trailer trash? Yeah. And once you live in trailers, it's hard to get the trailer syndrome off you. Kathy lived in trailers too. Not too long ago, Kathy said, let's go see one of them new double wides. Kathy's kitchen's as big as the whole trailer she lived in. But that's not the issue. It don't make no difference. If I lived in a trailer, I'd shout, hey, I don't care. I know that bothers some of you. I'm not defined by that. I had a man tell me from New York, I mean, you got a home like the people on the Hudson. The Vanderbilts and all that kind of. I've never been out there with them big old mansions. I've never sat right there. I've seen them on television, but I said, that's very kind. I never thought of it like that. Keith Moore bought me a hat and a cane. He said they look like a southern gentleman. I have a balcony in that house. You look over the Mississippi River. The other day I was out there just looking at the car slam his brakes on. How does it feel? I said, it feels good. I feel good. Damn loves it the best? The black people. Oh man, black people love my. Do it, Reverend. Woo! Then white people, I just ain't one thing I don't like. Is that real wrought iron? Yeah. Oh. Not bragging. Give God glory. Even Gloria came and slapped. She goes, yes. I said, do you like it? Are you comfortable? Don't make it me out. They're the same way. It's not about stuff. But the stuff is a witness to people who said you can never have it. Yeah. Remember what Brother Tesla said? You can't dream. What's wrong with dreaming? I'm not taking your money. George and Terry came. Terry preached Catholic. There's a woman coming. I said, George, I don't get a chance to play much, very seldom, you know, but I happen to be home for that glorious conference. And it's a woman's conference, you understand what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to be there. So I said, George, why don't you come and we'll go out and have fun. I'll show you around the world. So George came, we had a wonderful day. And just today he said, can we come back? I said, yeah. Yeah. Because see, they believe with it. They don't criticize it. And we put this full of beautiful artwork. I don't want to say this. I'm trying to shut up. Well, just say it. Me and Kathy's collected artwork for 28 years. The furniture's worth more than the house. I collected it all over the world. The bed I sleep in was Louis XVIII slept in it. The andirons and the fire strings belong to Napoleon Bonaparte. And me and Kathy's the sixth family that owns it. I'm giving God glory. I can see Napoleon just standing there going, well. I have, Grandpa told me, he said, you sell one vase, you can live a year. I have vases that were behind glass for 100 years. Bison, beautiful porcelain. I don't know, I just like the concept. I was raised up in an 8-foot wide, 32-foot trailer sleeping on the floor. Which mom and dad did the best they could. I didn't care. I started collecting. I know I'm making some of y'all mad. But I'm being a witness to those in heaven. But let me help you. When I get there, I'm going to be used to it. It's just going to be used to it. It's wonderful to be the blessed. And then some people come and they spend the day or spend the night somewhere. It's a blessing. And I'll say this. In those days when you came to a home like that, the first thing they gave you was the king's fruit, which was pineapple. They called it the king's fruit because nobody could afford to eat it unless you were kings. So Mr. Dole bought Lanai, the island of Lanai in Hawaii, and planted the whole thing with pineapple. Yeah. So they gave you a pineapple. And when you come, I have the one with the wind staircase, that big beautiful white staircase that does this, goes up. They got pineapples. Well, it's all hand. This is beautiful stuff. So when you went to that house, they gave you a pineapple. But then, if you stayed too long and you found a pineapple at your door, it's time to go. Time to go. Stay too long. They put a pineapple at your door. Time to go. People tell me all the time, I don't even know, well, you don't even need to travel. My God, you got a sauna bath. You got a steam bath. Yeah. You got workout. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not bragging on it. See, God's using it to provoke people. Some to honor. One man said, can I bring my whole board? Was a preacher. Now, very seldom I do that. The Lord said, let him do that. They walked in there and went, my God, why can't we do this? You know where I learned it from? The Bellagio. They went $1 billion over budget building the Bellagio. That's my money. And they paid it off in 1 year just on the slots. That's your money. How long are you going to let them keep it? When are you going to start believing what Brother Copeland said? They've been preaching for 30, 40 years. All they want to do is be the, it's not a money thing. That's just the byproduct. It's what you can do to produce the gospel. So you won't have to walk on concrete no more. You just walk on Gold Street, you go to heaven. People are witnessing. So, say what you're going to say. You're watching. Say what you're going to do. What you got to do. You can criticize till you're blue in the face. I'm going to live this gospel. I'm going to have what this gospel says I can have, and I'm going to do what this gospel says I can do. I'm like Jerry said, he's El Shaddai, the God that's more than enough. Woo! And it's not just so you can live with me. I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with me. If that don't make you happy. There are a lot of people that richer that commit suicide. But what makes you happy is when you're able to be a blessing to a waitress who's been working all day, cooking all day, beating her brains out, trying to make a living. Probably a single mom, tough as a nail. She's got some little worthless man that refused to take care of his own children. I'm for you, mama. I'm for them mamas, buddy. I ain't kidding. You don't. Not easy. So you're able to be a blessing. So people are just showing off. They're showing off. Just want to be a blessing. Did you enjoy it today? Stand to your feet.